Domo, welcome everybody. It's Saturdays with Saturday again. Welcome, hello everybody. Yes, Dull Forever Blame. Yeah, we are back. Well, and welcome Domo Pack by Domo Loagator, the Domo Xbox, the Domo Pack Mine. I think I said that twice. Yeah, get your emotes ready, pork roll. Is that everybody? I think I said hi to everybody. Yes, hello, welcome. Yeah, so, we finished the in-between space area last time, but it looks like there's still more. But, before I do that, let me go do, like, a song or something to warm up. Go do a shop song, cause why not? Do a wave tapper. What, Toffee? Why are you screaming at me? He screams at me when he sees I'm streaming. He's like, Buzzer, how dare you stream? Why aren't you cuddling with me? Even though you just cuddled with me while setting up your stream at the same time. Because you're so cool and talented like that. I'm trying to distract him with the worm for a second. Okay, he flopped. He's good. Alright, I think we're Daijou Boo. Double Bucky, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, so we'll have a little warm-up. And then we'll go back to whatever crazy puzzles they decide to throw at me. Hopefully no more mind-bendy optical illusion songs. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. I am still haunted by the AOL dial-up noises. The song's reminding me of that one meme that goes doo 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 doo. I'm also reminded of Groove Coaster. Like, that's a game I'd love to stream sometime. I know there is a Switch version for it. Too bad the Steam version sucks. There we go. I mustache you a question, but I'm shaving it for later. Hello, Vivi, welcome. How you doing? Alright, already got a S+ full combo right off the bat. I think that's a pretty good start. Yeah, so I think in order to resume the story, I gotta go over here. Yeah, okay. Like, I literally was here and then I didn't do anything, so I gotta figure out what's even going on. Yeah, jumping it halfway and just hearing that sounds like someone smashing a phone against their mouth. Yeah, right? Double Cody, welcome. How you doing? Look at you with your little clip trophy. Like, speaking of clips, I did upload a clip on the YouTubes. Opening. Oh, do I have to put in some kind of password? Yeah, I gotta put in some kind of password. Okay, I see. Let me out. Like, opening? Middle, finale, encore, prelude. Let's take the opening. It's like, when I have to go in the prelude, that's like baby mode. I don't want to do baby mode. Yeah, welcome. How you doing? I hope everyone's having a good Saturday so far. Alright, I see there's a bunch of different colored pedestals, so let me take these balls and put the balls on the pedestals. How do I... There we go. Oh god, math! Let me put the balls on the pedestals first, and then we could do, math. It's probably gonna be, that code A1Z26. Because that seems to be the favorite, cipher for this game. So it's probably gonna spell out a word. That seems to be the reoccurring theme in this game. Okay. So we got 5, 98... Let me write this down. I gotta write this shit down. Okay, so 5. And then we got 98 divided by 14. That's 7. And then we have 82.5 divided by 5.5. Oh, that's a lot. Trying to do quick maths in my head. 90 divided by 18 is obviously 5. So let me just... It's like, I just see that in the corner of my eye. I'm like, skip that for a second. Do quick maths first. We got... 90 divided by 10 is obviously 9. So yeah. Now we'll go back. 82.5 divided by 55. That's definitely more than 10. Let me see, that would be by 11. Because 5.5 times 2 is 11. So that would be 66. It's like, why aren't you pulling out a calculator? Because I like doing math! 6, 77. Yeah, so wouldn't it be 15? Am I doing that right? Like, am I correct? I think it's 15. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 15. Final answer. And then 288 divided by 16, that's... Yeah, I see we are in the building, yeah. I think that's, 50... times 10. Then you add 5 more, that's 24, so it's at least 15. 18! Okay. Let me write that down. 18. It's like, that's how I do quick math. It's like, I do times 10 times 5, because that's, like, really quick math, and then you add it up. Can you tell I had math autism? But that was, like, forever ago, so I'm so old I kind of forgot already. And then we got, oh, that's 19. It's like, in that case, it's backwards, because when you do times 20 and then minus 77, so that's 19. Because it would be, with the thing, so, what Daffy? Alright, so we gotta do the alphabet again. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then O, E again, and R, A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, S. Because after R is S. Okay, so we got Ego Eris for orange. So let me type that in. Ego Eris. No, not Ego Eris. Right. It's a square. It's a square and a circle. Okay, green square, pink circle. I gotta remember that. What I'm gonna need it for, I have no fucking clue. But we'll come back to this, I guess. But yeah, no, I already knew that when you do 7 times 2, it's 14. You do that twice, it's 1400 plus 140, and then you would just subtract from that. That's how I knew. But I was gonna say that, and then I kept getting distracted. I don't know. It's like my brain's like fucking Sherlock at the moment here. I have a million things racing in my head trying to do these puzzles. Okay, next. We got a clock again. Oh god. I swear it was, I think it was, red is plus, blue is minus, if I remember from last time. And every time they give us fucking shapes, you have to count the edges. But I see circles, and that's what's confusing me. Unless they're not supposed to be circles. I don't think they're supposed to be circles. They might be... diamonds? Not diamonds. What's that word? Pentagons? Hexagons? I can know numbers, but I can't know words. Oh my god. Because it would be 6 sides, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Maybe? I don't know. Unless I count, like, literally every edge. I don't know. It's like, we got 4, 8, 11 here. So let me write this down. Again. I was like, write that down! Alright, so we got 11. And then... Because this is minus 3. So is it? No, because... No, this is a pent... This is a pent. This is a pentagon. Pentagon? So what are you? Are you a hexagon? Why do I feel like you're not a hexagon? Doesn't... Taffy, what are you doing? He's being a butthead. Unless I do have to count, like, every side. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, that doesn't feel right. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I probably am overthinking it. Let's just go from, my Taffy. Let's just go from left to right. 3, 5, 3, so that's 5. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going left from right or up or down. I'm just gonna try left to right and see if that works. If not, I'll do it again up and down. I think this is a hexagon and I'm overthinking it. So this would be 3. I probably am overthinking it. I do that. So this would be 11. This one would be 8. This one would be 2. Because it's 6 minus 4. Then we got 3, 6, 12, 8. Because you're subtracting the blue. Then 6, 12, 15, minus 4, that's 11 again. Getting a lot of 11s. And then 6, 9, 13, -5 is 8. A lot of repeating numbers, which is why I'm like, did I do that correctly? Unless there's a lot of repeating numbers. We'll see. Let me translate it on the clock. So W H O W E W no. Yeah, E R E W E. I'm like, wait, do I have this right? Who were we? Who were we? Is that the answer? That is a phrase. Who were we? Okay, I got it. Okay, once again, we are given the square and circle. At least unless it's a hexagon. I don't know. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 sides, so that's an octagon. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it again. I do that too much. But I at least cracked the code on that. All right, what's next? Oh, it's the bus people again. Shit, how did that work? I think it was distance, like cars, people, distance, but it's different. It's like it's the same format as that distance thing, but it looks like the distant part itself is taken out, and we just have the people and the cars. It also looks like we got a bus or something. It's like, wait, what do you mean 5 people go into a car, 2 people go on a bus? That's what it looks like. It's supposed to be like a scooter. I don't know. I don't know anything. So I'm just gonna again go from left to right. That seems to be working, is going from left to right. So we got 5 people. So a car is 50. Am I gonna have to convert these numbers? Unless it's divided. Was it divided? I forget. Oh yeah, I'll hydrate. Yeah, it seems complicated. Complicated makes head hurt. Don't worry. I'm doing the head work for it. Because we gotta convert it we gotta make it numbers that could be converted to letters. So it's gotta be a number between 1 and 26. So so I think it's if a person is 10, then 5 people equal a car. So it's worth 1/5? Am I thinking that right? Because if we do divide it by 5, the answer would be 2. That's why I'm thinking that. And then the car would be 5. Unless I'm thinking that wrong. But I'm just thinking of the distance. That's why I'm thinking it, because the reasoning was distance. So if we're going with distance, is a car distance is worth 5 people, 5 times more than a person, and a person is 10. It's like, it would go at a fifth of the speed of the person, it would be 2. That's why I'm saying car is 2. And then the other thing would be 5 because it's value of 2 people, so it would be 10 divided by 5. That's why I'm saying that. Like, I'm trying to explain my logic here. So I think car is 2, and then whatever this is supposed to be, is 5. That's why I'm saying that. So that's 2, that's 5, and then we got a person, so a person is 10, and then we got 2 cars, that's 4, so then the next one would be 6, because it's subtraction. Blue is subtraction. Red is addition, blue is subtraction. And of course they have, like, fucking half cars and shit, but we'll get there. So, a person plus, I don't know what it's supposed to be. A UFO? We'll say UFO. Person plus UFO is 15. We'll say that's 15. And then we got 2 people, that's 20. Minus the car, so that's 18. And then we got person minus UFO, so that's 5. Because that's 10 minus 5. And then we got a UFO, which is UFO plus 2 cars. That's 9, because that's 5 plus 2 plus 2. And then we got 4 UFOs. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. And then we only get like half a car. I'm gonna assume half a car is 1, since it's 2 divided by cut in half. And then a person plus a car, that's 12, because that's 10 plus 2. Okay, here's the longy. We'll do Pedmus. Or Pemtis, however you pronounce it. Domar Diddle, welcome, how you doing? It's not gonna matter here, because we're gonna be doing parentheses first no matter what. So, it basically, it's left to right. So, person plus UFO is 15. Minus the car, that's 13. Add the person again, that's 23. Minus the car, which we saw established as 1. If it's half, is 22. Divided by the car, which is divided by 2. So 11. Okay, so we got 2, 5, 6, 15, 8, 5, 9, 21, 12, 11. Time to convert down the letters! Woo! It's like, welcome to the game where you thought I was just gonna be playing rhythm levels, but instead I'm solving fucking math. Help. Okay, so B, A, B, C, D, E, E, F, O, P, Q, R, E, F, G, H, E, F, G, H, I. I? Yeah, I. And then T, A, oh wait, I'm an idiot. No, I'm not. It's like I subtracted the half car when I was supposed to add it, I just realized. So 23 plus 1 divided the car. Because I was like, wait a minute. Because I was like L and then M before it Elm? And I was like, no wait, I messed up my math. I was supposed to add the 1, not subtract it. I got distracted by the reds and the blues. Whoops. So no, it's 23 plus 1 to 24, divided by 2 to 12. So they're the last 2 are both 12. It's just that the second one is way more complicated about it because, of course, it has 2. So the answer, then, is not before it Elm. Like I had it before. It's before it all. Or alk. Before it alk. No, I got it. Okay. Blue square, green orb. Orb! Oh, shit! Wait, no, I figured it out. I figured it out before having to do it. No, I just figured it out. Can I take this off? I can't take this off. No, but I was thinking, what if these are the pedestals to the orbs? That's what I was... Okay, I can't pick it up. No, I think I already figured out the puzzle before even solving the puzzle. Oh, shit. So... Like, maybe I should just solve the last puzzle for the hell of it, but I already figured it out. I'm supposed to put the orbs... where the square is. The square is the altar and the circle's the orb. Of course, as soon as I say it out loud, I realize what I'm supposed to be doing. But, you know what? I'll solve the last puzzle for funsies, even though I already figured out what I was supposed to do. Oh, hey, the cars are back! Yay! Help! Oh boy, they just put everything all here. Wow, amazing. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And then we got 5 minus 2 minus 2, so that's 1. So, wait. Yeah, so let me remove this down. So it's 20, and then 21. And then you subtract because of the blue arrow. So we got 4, 7, 11, 15. So minus 15. It reminds you of Undertale for the... Yeah, it's probably because of the pixels. So that's 6. And then, oh god, we got blocks again. We add them 5, 10, 15. So we're back to 21 again. And then we add... Is it the dots? No, I remember from the other puzzle. Each row is its own digit, so 14. If it's 14, though, wouldn't I loop around again? So it would be... Yeah, when you go back... Because when you have to redo the alphabet, you have to loop back around. When you go past 26. So it would be... Even though the answer is 35, it would be 9. I think. 8 or 9? We'll see what it spells out. So I'm trying to convert the letters in my head. T U A B C D E F F U A B C D E F G H I. Okay. It's either Tafui or some other letter on the alphabet. Tafui? Got it. Okay. Was that necessary? No, but I figured I might as well. Even though I already figured it out. It needs to go on orange. Where's orange? How do I... Well, I could drop it. I gotta exchange orbs. The orbs have to go in a different spot. Yeah, it's like pink goes on green. Orange goes on pink. Yeah, so orange on pink. And then we put blue on orange. Let me go grab you. Let's double check where you go. Green goes on blue, so I guess pink goes on green. Okay, cool. We got a bisexual pedestal now. Cool. Okay, not really, but it is the colors, which is funny. So, now what? It's like, oh hey, I solved the puzzle. Now what? I don't see any other orbs to put on. Can I put a different orb on it? Will that undo it? Or no? Wait, okay. It looks like we're okay. Oh! What? What the? What? What? Hello? Why do I get the feeling this is, supposed to spell out like a word or something? It probably is. I get the feeling the first word's gonna be the or something. It's like the. How do I make it the then? Is there a way to make it the? Glad they removed the need for Google Drawings for this puzzle. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, because I know... Like, I can see... I can perceive... I literally see the word the, and I feel like that's important. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know, let me try a different orb. Maybe if I rotate a different part, something will click. I literally see the word the. That has to mean something. Rotate. Rotate faster. Okay, this controls the outer part. I don't know if I have to start from the middle and work my way outwards, or am I starting outwards and working my way towards the middle? Which way, Magic Man? Oh, jeez. I don't know. I'm a little confused. I see the word the, and I'm fixating on that because I feel like it's important. Watch me overthink it again like I did with the fucking hexagon. I overthought that way too fucking hard. I mean, some of the lines cross through the letters, too. So I'm like, where? Is there a way to, like... I wish I had a point of reference! I'm so confused! Because it's like, I see, like, the way the lines will, like, cross through the letters. I think you need to find where the arrow should point to for reference. You bring an excellent point up, Backmine. Well, I see a blue shield and a pink sword, so maybe the pink sword represents the arrow, and it's supposed to go up that way. And maybe the blue shield is down, but that could be me just making things up based on what I see in the room. I don't see any other colors. But that can't be a coincidence that there's, you know, a pink sword and a blue orb. And there's a pink shield happening to point this way and a blue shield that points down. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong. Or maybe I have to point them to the pedestals themselves? You know what? That could be a red herring, because I'm not seeing any other colors with those kind of items on it, so maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe I should point the pointers to where the pedestals are. Maybe that'll help. Let's do that. Let's see if that does anything. Because I can't think of anything else, because I'm seeing, like, no other arrows in the room, and I feel like I might be fixating on the wrong thing because of that. So let's try this. Let's try and be a little more straightforward about it. Have it point to the orbs themselves. Like, maybe that'll do something. Okay, I already had this one lined up. Because even though it looks like there's stuff in this room, I can't interact it with anything. I can't read any books or nothing, so I can't beep boop on the computer. Can't go through the closet. I can't open up that microwave. I can't get out the Hot Pockets. Hot Pocket. Wait, did that? I'm still seeing the word the. All right. No, this looks like gibberish. T-O... And then that's a dead end. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to point it at the orbs. Maybe the pedestals, because that was my first thing, was I was trying to line up where I had put the orbs. I think I messed up. Because I was trying to line it up with where I took the orbs from, but maybe it's the pedestals. Like, I might have had it flip-flopped. It's not the orbs I should be having a point to, but the pedestals. The blue one's over there, right? Does that eventually lead me to a the? If that leads me to a the, I might have the right idea, because I swear to God, I see the word the. Alright, green. See, I could make the. T-H-E, the. Okay, so I think I am on the right track. Maybe. I think I finally figured it out. It wasn't the orbs, it was the pedestals. I probably should have thought of the pedestals first. In fact, I probably was even saying it out loud, and yet I was doing the opposite of what I was probably saying out loud. Okay, let's see if this makes something. The B-O-U-N-D. The bounds. The bounds. Bounce the bounds. H-A-V-E. The bounds have G-O-N-E. The bounds have gone. Okay. Where do I put that password? Up here? The bounds have gone. Woo! Yeah, it only took me like a half hour. Good luck. Oh god, thanks. Yeah, the bounds have gone. I got it. Okay. Yeah, that's what threw me off, was I was trying to line it up with the orbs when I should have been lining up with the pedestals. Oh well, I got it. I got it. We're good. Yippee! Standing at the edge of everything. Dawn looked down into the great abyss of the past. I see. This is the final missing piece. The severance of emotion. A scene played out, illustrated by brainwaves floating in and out of existence, creating what could only be described as a stage, set in play for one viewer. All systems looking okay? So far so good. No reports from EDEP. Her wavelength is stable. Keisho, turn the power switch. Very well, sir. The audience of one watched. 4 seats set up. All for one person. The World Keeper, the Liberator, the protagonist, and myself. We as one watched what followed. Turn it off! Turn it off! The system has entered protective mode, sir. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's cutting her entire ego and MEM files. The MEMS! What's gonna happen to the MEMS? It's moving them to the sim layer. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, what have I done? And so I watched my father watch, and my father could only watch. That was when the 4 of us were born. The storyteller, forced into a godlike position of only being able to watch, came first. That would be me, or my eye. Most of what made me who I was stayed behind with me, so in a way I was closest to the original Saturday. And then came the World Keeper and Liberator, 2 ideals continuously at odds with one another. Fight and flight personified, but they were only ideals. They were not alive and never have been. Stuck in that catbox superposition of being alive but lacking life. The World Keeper took clear advantage, having grown stronger over time. I was still in the position of growing my Liberator to match how much grip the World Keeper had over me when I was put into the Duskbreaker, so the World Keeper managed to fully form before the Liberator did. Doing this to her advantage, I watched, unable to interfere, as the World Keeper forcefully ejected any memory or personality relating to the Liberator's purpose from her. The 2 of them were already husks, unable to feel proper emotion, but this left the Liberator in an even worse state. It would be a long time before I could think of a way to remedy that and level the playing field. And then, there was one more. The body. A perfect replica of myself as I was when I entered the Duskbreaker. The main difference was that she completely adhered to the fabrication history of the simulated world. Over time, I would come to... shit. The scene ended and the actors on stage took a bow as the curtains closed. I stood up for the first time in over 3 years. Of course, the play wasn't over, far from it. The intermission, a transitory moment, would let go of the waste. All the pieces were in place. It was finally time to change my fate. It's like, the text started moving automatically out of my control. Welcome to your 3rd favorite song in the game. Oh boy! Probably get my nose ready for this. Oh boy. Supernova! First, it's a level 9 song, so we'll see how this goes. people clown, welcome, how you doing? Yeah, as you can see, I'm in the level. I don't see what that is. I can't look at my notifications. Whoever it is, thank you for whatever you just did. I'll get to you in a moment. Ooh, voice acting? Okay, double bitch, welcome. Thank you for 7 months. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you, hello. Yeah, I'm spamming keys like it depends on it. Oh boy. Stop jittering. So much jittering. Epilepsy warning, I think. Okay, there we go. You're free. You can come back now. Time. Because I'm sure as hell not. But yes, welcome, bitch. How you doing? Thanks again for the 7 months. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Yeah, get those vibrating turtles, people. Okay, looks like I can control the text again. Many months into our ordeal, that word stopped having meaning to me. How long has it been since my time was stopped in place? It was time for the intermission to end. The play would resume, and for the first time, I didn't know what would follow. It's strange, isn't it? Become so disillusioned with the infinite present that you actually find yourself looking forward to the uncertain future. Without a doubt, this tale will not end anytime soon. I wouldn't even be surprised if it continues into an 8,267th cycle. Please, no. But however long it needs, everything we've accomplished here was all for this final change. Whatever happens from here on out is the will of myself, all parts of myself, the liberator, the world keeper, the protagonist, and the storyteller. All parts of Saturday now have a part in this play. There are still some more unseen truths of the past that will come to light, but after all these years, all this time, finally I can see what lies in the future. So, shall we enjoy the rest of this play? Sure. Yay! Also, I realized, I think the challenge bar was toggled off from the last time I toggled it off. Because I think I could have actually cleared that with the challenge bar on, but oh well. Even after the tears stopped flowing, I held Allison for the better part of an hour. Neither of us said anything. Both of us knew that neither of us needed to. Oh, it has no gauge? Oh, okay. Probably because there's like a whole story thing in it. Like, that intermission was cool. The truth about my sister's death was the final nail in the coffin of revelations that had hit us one after another over this past evening. Only imagine the cosplays from this. Oh, yeah. I didn't even know how I was going to begin to explain this to Eri, Kotomi, and Chio. And the worst part is, I would be walking out of here with more questions. If Suki had been dead since 2010, who have I been living with? Who is Dawn and how does she factor into everything? I no longer doubted that I'd find the answers to these in time. I knew the reality of the situation would be just as hard to deal with. But I'm no longer afraid. I let go of Allison. There's so much that I feel right now, you know? Yeah, I do. Sorrow, obviously, grief, even anger. Mainly at myself, funnily enough. I also looked down solemnly. For once, I couldn't tell what thoughts were going through her head as I spoke. But fear is not one of those feelings. I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer going to run away. The world melted away just for a moment. Eri, Chio, Kotomi, Dawn, Suki, and even Allison, neither of them stood anywhere near me. It was just me and myself. I'm gonna find the whole truth and break out of this world. As if to challenge me to do just that, a single question echoed from somewhere I couldn't yet reach, beckoning me to follow through. A single voice welcoming me.
Lost in the labyrinth of your own heart. Can you still hear the song of the cosmos?
Okay. Alright, so that was the end of chapter 4. Okay. Yay! Yeah, let's go to chapter 5, baby! Let's go! Rain. I've been surrounded by it my whole life, but only now did I recognize it for what it was. Tears. The tears of some higher being, perhaps. Maybe God. Whatever the case, the tears of the countless worlds above fell into the ground in a perfect, beautiful harmony as I stared up at them, not caring how many fell into my eyes. Ow, my eyes! It was dark, unnaturally so. It was well past sunset in the middle of winter, and despite Tokyo's reputation as the city that never sleeps, barely anyone walked by the forlorn bench I sat on. Shit. I heard footsteps getting closer, and unfolded my umbrella to look only slightly less like a crazy person. A familiar silhouette faded into view. I can't read. If it was anyone else, I would probably be upset at my moment to myself being interrupted. But if there was anyone who could poke her way into my bubble at this kind of moment, I was fine with it being her. Here you are. I had a feeling I'd find you here. Why? Enough of our memories came back for me to know what this place is. Ah, yeah. Asa sat down on the bench next to me, taking the umbrella from my hands and propping it up over both of us. She leaned onto my shoulder. You nearly gave me a heart attack Saturday. Went to bring you your dinner, and you weren't there. I got really scared. I'm really sorry. I just need to go outside. I'm just glad you're safe. It's been a week since the events that occurred at the Sunrise building. Well, it all went by in such a blur. It felt like it could have been a day or a few months. Time hardly felt real anymore, and the days blended together. I'm glad you're at least well enough to go outside again. Yeah, I guess. I listened to the pitter-pattering of the raindrops on the umbrella Allison held over us. Even that didn't feel real anymore, because I knew it wasn't. Are you real? I hope so. I could tell Allison had her own turmoil boiling around inside her as a result of the revelations of a week prior. The idea that our whole lives had been lived in a false reality, a constructed story, had shaken up everyone. Even Ari had lost her cool, and I'd heard her sobbing a few nights ago from my room. The thing that scared me the most, however, was not my life up to this point being fake, or the truth about Suki's death. It was the idea that the girl next to me right now, who had saved my life, gave me love when I felt like I was at my lowest. The idea that she wasn't real. I remember what Dawn said. If I'd ever heard from her after that night. I can't verify for absolute certainty that her claim about all of us being real beings transported into this world was the absolute truth. And the fact I didn't know for certain if it was one way or the other scared me to death. Way more than even just knowing for certain that I was the only real one would. Do you want me to walk you back to Chio's, or should I stay with you here for a little while longer? Just a bit longer. Yeah, that's okay. The bench we sat on faced parallel to a small playground and park that looked like it didn't see much use nowadays. But I remembered that swing set, that cheap metal slide. This was my home. In the original world, this was where Suki and my dad and I lived. When we first started staying in Chio's apartment, this house didn't appear, but I knew now. I knew the truth about this world, about my sister. So it appeared to me, plain as day. I remember the creaky wooden walls, and I saw them. I could hear them. Memories flooded me, and if Allison wasn't there, I felt like I might have lost myself in them. Even if this world isn't real, the umbrella I'd brought that now rested in Allison's soft hands had a plastic roof, allowing me to see straight through the individual drops as they hit and burst on the umbrella top. Could've just said it was transparent. I feel like that was too many words to just say the umbrella was transparent. I want to believe my feelings, my actions are real. Yeah. But if I don't at least have that, then I might as well not be real myself. I took the umbrella back from Alice's hand. I'm good to head back now. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. I could tell she was holding a lot in, and getting her to open up was difficult. I knew this, but I would be there for her until the very end, and I knew that she would be there for me. I took Alice's hand and we walked down the dimly lit streets of Ikebukuro back to Chio's apartment. Chapter 5. Last Hours. 1 week prior, I was scrambling, panicking, desperate. Everything had changed into single nanosecond. I ran through the blurry neon sights of the red light district, attracting a number of strange gazes from passerby. Shit, goddammit, what the hell? Something had happened. I didn't know what, and I didn't like that I didn't know what, but some kind of divine intervention had occurred. It was during my fight with the Liberator at what I now know to be the typical endpoint of Loch S. The script diverged, and a bright light illuminated the area. Are you going to waste the one escape rope you've ever been thrown since the moment you were born? Because I'm sure as hell not! I let my guard down. I had fallen into a sense of security, and she knew that. She took advantage of that, and she brought us both down to the same level. I don't know what she did, but I'm stuck down here now, in the story. Any and all ability to reset the narrative has been completely obliterated from me. I can't even access between space anymore. Where are you? What are you planning to do? I screamed into the air, praying that she was somehow watching from above. I was on the same level as the protagonist now, and I hated that. I despised that. I loathed that. And then, as if the universe were to answer me directly, I collided directly with someone at full speed. Right, people in Layer 0 have to deal with actual physics. Ow. Shit. Both of us fell to the ground, and when I looked up to see what had happened, my anger temporarily gave way to shock. Yeah, this too would be Yuri. Oh yeah, I'll hydrate and stretch. Hydrate, stretch. Eat. There we go. Wait, you're here? You aren't up there anymore either? People all around were staring at us, a feeling neither of us had ever known. We had always just weaved our way through the fabric of the story, always a level above everyone that existed inside it. Everything had changed. Get up, people are going to keep staring. Why are you here? I thought that you were the one who cast me down here. The Liberator brushed some gravel from the pavement off the shoulder area of her dress. Hilariously, that was exactly what I was about to ask you. It seems we're both in an unusual situation here. She extended a hand to me. Relax, even if I wanted to fight, I literally can't. And it seems like you can't either. Come on now. Reluctantly, I took her hand. Just stood up. Alright, well, it's probably not a good idea to split up for the time being. As much as I would rather anyone's company but yours. There's a pretty good coffee shop on this block that's open overnight. The absurdity of the situation of my opposing counterpart offering to take me on a coffee date made my head spin. But she was unfortunately right. Yeah, they're already asking each other out on coffee dates, bruh. Like, alrighty, the Yuri has begun. Like, but wait a minute, they said that these were, like, split parts of Saturday. So, is this just dramatical murder but Yuri? There was nothing to be gained by going at it alone in such an unfamiliar situation. Lead the way, I guess. And so she did. And I watched, the only one left in the sky. Cycle 8266. How did it end? What were its last hours like? This chapter of our story is a eulogy to the determination and love of Saturday Tasogari. Oliver. These are our last hours. Oh, there's the title. Here we go. Oh yeah, something I realized is I haven't bought anything in the shop in a while. I know it, like, caps out. There, just buy some random shit. Wait, what's that? I saw something new. Sound scan? What? What's this? I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna worry about that. What I will worry about is doing a song. Welcome to where you get the crossover songs. Oh, then I probably shouldn't play those because I might get copyright. So I'm not gonna touch those just to play it safe. What the fuck? No, no, you're not gonna fuck with me like this, game. What the hell? I swear I hit that. Okay, that one I got. That one came down normally. Like, no games, game. Just give me the notes. Speed change. Apt. Don't worry, I saved it. And then I ruined it. Okay, I got it. Played a couple tricks on you. Still got an S rank somehow. It's like it was being silly, but and yet I still won. By the time we got back to Chio's apartment, it seemed like she had already gone to sleep. Alright, rest well, Forever Flame. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we'll take it, exactly. Elsa and I stepped through the door and dried our shoes on the entrance map before stepping into the now dimly lit apartment. Did Chio go to sleep? Kotomi and Aries sat on the couch. Kotomi looked up. Yeah, about half an hour ago. All of this has been a lot for her. I think it's been a lot for all of us. Understandably so. Yeah. Allison and I sat on the couch adjacent to the one Kotomi and Aries sat on. Are you cold, Sat? I'll go heat up some of the leftover soup in the fridge if you'd like. I nodded. Yeah, soup makes everything better, even if it's just a little bit. Thanks, Allie. Allison walked off, and I looked up at Ari and Kotomi, as if unsure how to begin to talk. Sorry I went AWOL on you guys. I didn't mean to worry you, I just... Hey, it's okay. Well, I think your reaction is arguably the more understandable one. I looked at her inquisitively. How so? Ari paused for a second, as if unsure whether to continue, but she did so anyway. I was just talking about this with Kotomi. It feels unnatural, and degree to which she and I have just accepted this. Like, it doesn't feel strange for this world to be not real, if you want to call it that. I don't think it's that weird. You think so? I mean, we all grieve in different ways. Some of us process it easier than others, and that's okay. At some point, it felt like I'd started talking more so to myself than to the Nichibotsus. I guess. Maybe it's foolish to think in terms of what's normal when none of this is normal in the first place. Yeah, you think? What is normal? Or at least, I don't remember being taught as normal. Like the boogies in my snot are not normal. I understood what she was getting at. The idea of how much of our lives had been really under our control from the very start. Like that theory that the universe and everything that makes up the universe was created less than 1 nanosecond ago. Everything we remember was filled in for us. It never happened, but the universe operates as if we remember it anyway. I remember hearing about that. It really fucked me up way back when I first learned about it because that scared me. Does it not anymore? I think I stopped caring once I pulled myself out of getting stuck in the past. Ah, the temptress called nostalgia. I have a very clear recollection of a night from a few months back. It kind of scares me when I actually think about it from the context of everything we learned. I knocked at Allison's door, and even then I felt my hand shaking. A slight groan came from inside. Who is it? Saturday, sorry. Can I come in? Saturday, what are you doing in my room? It's 2 in the morning, goddamn morning. I'm not doing too great. Can I come in? Yeah, of course. Hold on, let me get dressed. I heard her shuffle around a bit, and then she opened the door. She was probably in her birthday suit. Come in, sit down, tell me what's going on. I nervously walked into Allison's room and sat down on her bed. So what's happening? Talk to me. I'm just scared. Panicking, I guess. Yeah. I'm having a panic attack. Did something happen? Did you see something online that upset you? Yeah, sorry. Shush. No apologies. Talk it through. I saw this, like, theory or something about the universe and how maybe it hasn't actually existed until now. Like, what if nothing existed until this second and everything we remember was actually just fake memories we have and I see. Okay, deep breaths. Ooh. Slow down, girl. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out. Hold for seconds. Just do that a few times, okay? Double to a welcome. How's the rhythm game going? It's going good. I spent like at least a half hour on a puzzle section, and then I did some music, and everything's good. Okay. I did as she instructed. Deep breathe in. Hold for 4 seconds. Deep breathe out. Hold for 4 seconds. After a minute or so, I felt myself stop shaking. Okay, sorry, No apologies. Shush, it's okay. Doing a fair amount of rhythm game yourself since Arcadia got an update last Thursday? Ooh, nice. Then I felt her wrap her arms around me from behind in a tight embrace. It's okay. Ellie, And then the tears started flowing, interspersed with soft sobs, all wrapped in a tight, warm hug. It's okay to cry. And cry I did. Can I tell you a story, Saturday? Through my tears, it was too difficult to speak, so I nodded. This is a story of a lost kitten. There once was a lost kitten. It didn't matter to her how she got lost, but she found herself alone in a dark, dark place. Across this place she roamed for hours, days, weeks. She felt nothing, but she was very much alive. She found herself a home. It was the only place she could go. A small cardboard box in a dimly lit alley. And so she stayed, but she continued to feel nothing. It was perhaps more accurate to say that she had never felt anything to begin with, so she never even realized something was missing from her. She lived, but she was not alive. Months, years passed, and the kitten could watch time and time again as the rush of civilization destroyed her only place she thought of as home. She'd do her best to rebuild each time, but you could only repair a ship so many times until it isn't the same ship anymore. Her home was gone. Maybe it was her fault for ever trying to call it home in the first place. Maybe it was her fault they didn't like her. The kitten continued to wander, its fur wrinkled and wet, a result of the life she'd lived. Nobody likes a wrinkly cat. They're ugly. I like wrinkly cats. I will pet the wrinkly kitty. Nobody wants a cat who's already been beaten to death by the world around her. No, I'll take 12. The kitten wandered, to live, but if there had been a semblance of life in it at any point before, it had long since disappeared. The kitten cried. She didn't know why. Why would she feel anything? Why are my frames dropping? Stop it, come back. Okay, we're back. Like, it just dropped for like a second. But if you're noticing any buffering, feel free to refresh. That might fix things. And then the kitten found a light. It was dim. A light that the civilization that had kicked her to the curb would never have even noticed. She followed the light, down the alleys, through the crevices, to a place tucked very far away, a place safe from reality. There she found another cat. For the first time ever, the kitten found herself. Not in the world around her, but in another. The kitten felt. Oh no, it felt things. The kitten grew, not on her own, but together with the only other person that understood her. They grew together. And on a rainy day, many years later... Hey, what's wrong? The cat stopped. She looked forward into the alley. It was no different than any of the others she'd seen in her life. But she knew it. That's home. You mean that's where you used to... The cat nodded. At one point, I called that place home. Of course, the cardboard box the cat had once set up was long since gone. Her home was no longer there. My home, it's not there anymore. Ah, shit, right. They were doing construction around here earlier this year, weren't they? I'm so sorry, Allie. The cat stared, but she felt nothing. No sadness, no regret. Because that place wasn't ever my home. My home was with you Saturday. I sobbed even harder as Allison held me tight. I've been such a fucking idiot. You've just been you Saturday, Tosagari. It's just been you. Saturday, Tosagari. I put you in danger. You nearly died because we investigated that basement. How am I supposed to live with that? Allison sighed softly. But I didn't. I'm right here, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That was when everything changed. Why does it matter if the world isn't real? Why does it matter if our memories aren't real? Right now, at this moment, my feelings are real. Everything I feel is real. That's really all that matters. Are you serious? You took me to a cafe? This is your super secret hideout? Hey, shut up! I know places of this city better than you. Just suck it up and get us a spot. What? What is it? How do you know that? Oh, for the love of... Stay here. Domo Javi, welcome. How you doing? Yabi wasabi. I walked over to the late-night clerk. Two, please. He pointed me to a table near the window. You do it like that. I could have done that. Then why? Forget it. Come on. We maneuvered through the tight gaps between tables and chairs to the booth spot near the window. It sat directly against the wall, and there was a wall with tons of old newspapers decorating it. So did you manage to figure anything out? Not much. It seems the only lead we really have is that whatever it was that caused us to actually pass log S was the same thing that more or less revoked us from our position in between space. So nothing we don't know already. Great. Hey, you try. I'm assuming you didn't manage to get anything either? Yeah, I can't really fault you when I'm in the same boat, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. How so? Well, 8,266 cycles in, and we know how this works by now. Those inside the confines of the narrative don't typically have the ability to learn information about that which resides outside of it. That's true. Protagonist was only able to because of your guiding her. Oh, so you finally admit that was useful. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how to feel about the fact that I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know anything. I just know that the boogers in my nose will not quit. Jeez. You too then, huh? I know who and what I am. I am the World Keeper, flight personified, as split off from Saturday during the severance of emotion. You and I are both literal embodiments of concepts, and as a result, until now, we've been locked in an eternal battle as we can't coexist. Butterfly! Which means it should, given the entire history of everything that's happened in these past 8,266 cycles. Don't worry, Ellen. Welcome. How you doing? Be impossible for me to give you any credit at all to your efforts inside the narrative to lead Sarah to the truth. Yeah, so basically, we did a puzzle and some music, and these two were supposed to be fighting each other, but through some divine intervention, they are now forced to be in the Matrix and go on a coffee date together. How you doing? Yeah, and likewise, it should be impossible for me to give any credit to your efforts to keep the protagonist or friends safe from the harm I created in the path of the truth. In other words, everything about our current situation should not exist. Unless you miss so many streams of this game, you're beyond an understanding. Don't worry about it. It's like, everyone's in the Matrix, and they're cute girls that kiss each other. That's really the important part. But you can always watch the VODs on YouTube if you're curious. Or you can play the game yourself, because it's free. If you like rhythm games. And yet here we are. Indeed. We sat for a while, as time passed on a scale we'd never been able to truly feel until being stripped of what had made us who we previously believed we were. What are we really? Parts of Saturday, I think. I know that, but if we aren't who we previously thought ourselves to be, what are we really? I didn't have an answer to that. Neither of us did. We sat in silence for a little while longer, and then the waitress came over to get our order. 5 salmon nigiri, please. I'll get the spring roll set. Thanks, I'll be back shortly with your food. Thank you. The waitress left. 5 salmon nigiri? Hey, it's the best kind of nigiri. Don't knock until you try it. Dawn sighed disappointedly. I will hydrate. Ah. There we go. I had an idea about what we could do. I'm all ears. Dawn leaned forward and spoke in a hushed voice. Do I eat fish? Yes, I do like fish. I like sushi. Yeah, I'll check my posture. Pretty sure I'm good. Alright, it's song time. The song with the songy songs. But yeah, I like grilled fish. I like sushi. I like a lot of fish. Ah, shit. I let go by accident. Oh well. There we go. Play much better than the last time I watched. Well, you jumped in when I was, like, being forced to do, like, a level 9 song. That was, like, a level 4 song, so that wasn't anything crazy. It's like, nah, I remember you were like... It's like, why are you struggling? It's like, I'm playing a level 9 song! Also helps that I do practice before the stream. Like the day before, I might boot up the game and do a couple songs just to make sure it's still fresh in my head. Wait, I totally hit that. No, I hit that. You're not gonna tell me I didn't hit that. I'm not allowing you to. And then I still missed something anyway. Whatever. You know this song, Tuwon? I let go too soon. I keep doing that. You would think I would have learned, but I never do. You love this song? Oh, okay, cool. It is a cool song, I'll give it that. Alright, there we go. Possibly one of, if not the most important song, to Silent Room. Okay, cool. I got an S rank, so that's something. I'll take my S rank. Alright, let's go to the grave. Allison and I stepped off the metro car into the more nature-oriented streets of Hachioji. Are you doing okay? I'm holding it together. Thanks, Allie. If you want to go home, just say the word. I understand. I nodded. Thank you. I want to push forward. We left Chio's about 45 minutes prior, and we're on our way to a small location in the nature of Hachioji. We've been planning this for a few days now. Felt like something that I needed to do. Looks like it's a straight shot from here. I'd call over a taxi. Thanks. I breathed in, and then out. I was scared. I wasn't afraid to admit it, but that didn't mean I wasn't still scared. A small taxi pulled over for us and opened the door. Allison and I hopped in the back seats. Hello, sir. We're trying to get here. Allison pointed to the location of her phone's Google Maps, and the driver nodded. We fastened our seatbelts and got back on the road. I felt Allison's head fall on my shoulder. She was probably tired. Not that I could blame her. It wasn't a long drive, but it felt simultaneously like an eternity in a nanosecond. Finally, the driver dropped us off at our destination, and Allison paid the fee. We got out of the taxi and it drove away. You ready? I am. Let's go. She took my hand and we walked into the small enclosed area, past the entry sign that read Hachioji Cemetery. The graveyard wasn't very large in size, but it housed exactly what it needed to. Each row had various graves lining them. Names lined in the stones, written in just enough detail to not catch your eye, but if you looked at them, you'd realize they weren't real names at all. Alright, rest well back by, thanks for stopping by. The only sound that permeated the area was the rustling of the leaves as Allison and I walked through each row. The distant howling of the city life back down the hill we walked up to get here. I can't read. There were 5 rows of graves. When we reached the 4th one, I stopped in my tracks and squeezed Allison's hand. Look! I pointed. She nodded. We both saw it. An empty slot in the row of graves, undisturbed. The only slot in the entire graveyard that had no grave in it, but I knew that spot. I couldn't forget that spot. The Dustbreaker could try to take away my memories, but it would never succeed. Can you stay here for a second? Yeah, I can. Just come back for me the moment you need to. I will, thank you, Allison. I let go of her hand and took a dozen or so steps towards the empty slot. God, I can't read. Help! Each step felt like I was crossing a whole new world. And when I got close enough, I could see it. My eyes didn't register it, but I saw her grave there. In my mind, I saw her grave. I walked up to it and kneeled down. Hey, it's been a while, sis. I know that this isn't the most ideal situation for us to be talking in. I guess maybe it would have been better if I came during the day. Yeah, no, come at night so her ghost can haunt you. Why not? But I guess this is just felt like it was the right time because, you know, what Suki means and all. Felt fitting, I guess. Suki means moon. If you're a weeb, you knew that already. Things have been kind of stressful. I mean, not kind of. It's been really hard to go on. I feel like it wouldn't have been a stretch to say that this past week has been the hardest week of my life to push through. It's really overwhelming. I mean, it's still really overwhelming. Well, the other night I was wondering if it was worth trying to keep pushing through it. You remember that day back in 2008? Oh, you're 2000 and... I'm 3008. You're so 2000 and late. It was the first time Mom and Dad left us alone at home. We were so excited. We're finally real adults, he said. We ended up making a pillow fort on the couch. Mom came home early and couldn't find us anywhere, and she was panicking. Remember laughing about that? It was so funny to us at the time. I never told you this, but I didn't sleep that night. I was thinking about her and her panic. I didn't ever stop to consider how awful it would be the moment you realize someone you love more than anything in the world just wasn't there anymore. The other night, I thought about just giving up. Fully. If nothing was ever real to begin with, could I reach the real world if I just left this one behind? Allison walked in the room. She asked me what was wrong and I tried to lie, but you know I can't to her. She broke down sobbing immediately. I can't blame her. I was such an idiot. Because I know how it feels. Be absolutely at peace with your life and those you love, and then suddenly you just lose them. You wake up one day and you get a call from Mom. You don't know when you pick up the receiver that call will change your life forever. That you're about to find out that someone you love is more than anything else in the whole wide world is just not here anymore. I stood up and gestured Allison across the path. I didn't want her to be apart from me anymore. She walked over and hugged me. I miss you, Suki. I miss you so fucking much. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes without you, and I can't believe it, even all these years later. If I could just go back in time to the day it all happened and just change one thing, I just want to have said that I loved you, and that I was so, so grateful for the time I got to spend as your sister. I sobbed on Allison's shoulder, and I heard her begin to cry as well. I just wish I could see your face one more time, laugh with you, and one more time about something that doesn't matter at all. I just wish you would get mad at me one more time for screwing something up on our playset. I just to go stargazing with you again. I just want you to see how far I've come and tell me you're proud of me. You don't even know me by my name, god damn it, Allison held me tighter. I just want to smile with you one more time before I have to say goodbye. I just want to watch you play the piano again, even if your hands were too small to hit the chords and the songs you wanted to play. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't ever want to. I just wish I could tell you how sorry I am. I cried for another 20 minutes. I cried to the skies, praying it would reach my one and only sister, in the true heaven that she no doubt went to. Allison stayed with me the whole time, also crying. She didn't say a word, neither did I. We just cried together as one. Finally, I wiped off the last few tears of my eyes and let go of Allison. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, Allison. Thank you so much for being in my life. I love you more than anything in the world. Allison wiped away her own tears and smiled at me as more continued to pour out. I wouldn't ever want to be anywhere else, not in this world, not in the real world or any. Ah, yes, Dalma Aviator, I see you on the YouTubes. How you doing? We just have some crying lesbians, just weeping over a grave and hugging each other. How you doing? It's like, wait, isn't this supposed to be a rhythm game? Yes, it's also a lot of other things. I fell back into her arms and we hugged each other tight for another few minutes. Not out of sorrow, but out of love. I love you too. Is it really a story if there aren't sad lesbians? Debatable. It was just after midnight when we were finally ready to head back. Should I call for another taxi? Let's wait until we get down the hill. Okay. I took her hand again and we began walking back through the rows of graves. As we passed by the small cabin that served as the operations office, the lamp above us flickered. When it came back on, 2 figures appeared on the horizon. I recognized them in a matter of seconds. I like that the title's called Claire de Lune. But yeah, before we find out who the mysterious figures are, time for music. Yay, music. Exactly. Act. It's a case of, I thought I hit that and I didn't. Due to the way the hold notes are, sometimes I hold the key even after the note's passed. But then it's like, hey, you gotta hit that note again. It's like, wait, but I'm already pressing on it. Fuck. I keep making that mistake to overcompensate. Oh well. I still got an S+. Night of Fright! Oh my! And give us some spooky musics. Yeah, spoopy. Exactly. Yeah, I knew that hold bar note thing, bar combination thing. I knew that was gonna fucking kill me. Well, it didn't kill me, but like, it's like, it eventually caught up combo-wise. Hey, Taffy, what are you doing? Stinky boy? You stinky? What are you doing? Being stinky man. It's like, oh yeah, let's give you not only hold notes, but we're gonna have like bars in the hold notes. That's like, stinky. Alright, exterminate. Taffy, don't do anything stupid. I got a song to play. I accidentally let go, no! Stop alternating. Stop alternating. It's messing with my brain. And I let go again. I need to stop doing that. fuck was that at the end? What was that song? What even was that? Hello? Well, I completed it. We're okay. Oh, hey, Saturday gets to confront herself. It's like, hello, me, myself, and I. It just means Allison can have 3 girlfriends. And they can all still be 1 girlfriend, because they're all the same person. Isn't that great? And they're also all dating each other. It'll be great. Words aren't able to escape me. I was stunned speechless. Alright, rest well, Boogie. Thanks for stopping by. Suki. The woman who stood before me only served to generate endless noise that reverberated through my mind like a ball bouncing across a small room. Hello. Nobody really knew what to say. Nothing felt like the right thing to say. On one side stood Dawn, and who I had at one point believed to be my sister. And on the other stood myself and Allison. And between us, an infinitely large distance. I came here today to finally tell you the truth about this past year. I'm all ears, please. Suki sighed. Allison gripped my hand tight. You see, the truth is, back in July, before she could finish speaking, or really begin, Dawn cut her off. Saturday, the woman standing before you is not your sister, but you already knew that, didn't you? Suki looked over to Dawn, surprised. What? What the hell do you think you're... Answer the question, Saturday. I fidgeted. Of course, Dawn was right. Something about her demeanor told me that playing into what she was asking would only lead me to pain. Of course you knew. And can you extrapolate who this woman really is? Her true nature? I don't know. Saturday, no, don't listen to her, Dawn. This wasn't the plan. Ah! Hysterical. I suppose I'll have to spell it out for you. This woman is... Suki jumped forward, attempting to tackle Dawn. But it was to no avail. The words had already left Dawn's mouth. Suki Tasogare is the World Keeper. Time froze. The World Keeper? Of course, I remembered that name. My antithesis. The one preventing you from reaching the truth. Your enemy. What the hell are you talking about? Don't try to deny it. You claim to want to keep Saturday happy in this fake world, but look at you. The only time you've seen her since July was when you broke into her hotel room and tried to shoot her friend. Suki seemed at a loss for words. Suki, it's all bullshit, right? It's all bullshit. Tell me it is. Even saying it, I knew it wasn't, but I was desperate. Look at that. Guilty as charged. She doesn't even have the will to fight back. Dawn, you bastard. Were you planning this from the whole fucking time? Dawn laughed. A cold, methodic laugh, but it held a twinge of sorrow. I'm sorry, Saturday, but this is the only way. We're all here. We can finally become whole again. Without her. You fucking... Suki jumped forward at Dawn, but Dawn reflected her and she fell back to where she was previously. We could finally escape this godforsaken cage. Oh, bless you, Taffy. You just sneezed. This prison. We don't need you anymore, World Keeper. You're nothing but an obsolete emotion. Dawn turned to me. I had no idea what expression I wore on my face anymore, but it couldn't be described with words. Now let us leave this detestable fake world behind, Saturday. Let us face reality and return to life as it should be. Together we... Her ramblings were interrupted by the sound of impact. Ugh! I lunged forward and punched her square in the face. Dawn fell back, a slight bit of blood spurting from her nose. Become whole again! Leave obsolete emotions behind! You even listen to yourself! Allison and Suki looked on in shock. The most surprised of all was the woman who seemed so full of confidence just a second prior. You think either of you care about me even a little fucking bit? Because it sure doesn't seem like it. Both of you claim to be doing everything you do for me, but guess what? You don't even... Whoops. It's like... You don't even seem to know me one bit. Okay. Dawn regained her composure and stood herself up. She raised her hand and materialized her pistol, aiming it square on my chest. Another defeat cycle then! So be it. I'll do this as many goddamn times as I need to, and you can't do shit to stop me because we know we can break Lock S now. The woman laughed maniacally. She looked over at Suki. 8,267? 10,000? 100,000? I'll bring it all back to null as many times as I need to! eventually you will reject her. You will realize that you do not need Suki Tasugare! Hi, Daffy. You cannot be on my lap right now. You're gonna try and be on my lap, aren't you? Yes, you are. Alright, fine. But if I gotta play a song, you get off. I clenched my fist and braced for impact. Then try. Dawn lunged at me. A fatal mistake. She had her gun, but she refused to use it. Why? I suppose it didn't matter to me. I didn't block it. I stood there and watched her draw closer. I'm not your fucking doll anymore! From across the path, Suki watched, and finally something clicked. Dawn, you bastard! Humanity regained, even if just slightly, she prays, and a link is established. My mind and hers are one. Domo Hectic, welcome, how you doing? And in a single moment, Suki lunges forward herself. She reaches out her hand and the world freezes. What? What is this? I stood alone in a world of grayscale. Everyone around me had frozen, yet I could move about, like I'd been released from my shackles. Then I noticed something appear in front of me. 3 somethings to be exact. Are these cycle locks? Then this is freeze frame. Never activated it before. Wait, Kathy. Only the Liberator had. But it seems like I'd activated it just in the nick of time. Hey, Kathy, why you look at me like that? Stinky. So this is what it was like for Dawn all those times. I guess, and if I solve this, I might be able to get protagonist out of the situation. She gazes upon the cycle locks. Freeze frame could only last for so long. Wait, what do you want? Which meant it was time to get to work. Wait, does this play every time the Liberator does it too? Yes. Yeah, it's like, in fact, you were blocking the text. It was supposed to say the story remains unfinished. You broke it. Okay, left plus right equals as usual. Oh boy! Dots. What do the dots mean? Oh boy, more dots. That looks like a periodic table. Hmm. Like, what even? It's like, what do the dots mean? Like, the dots, what do they mean? What do they mean, Daffy? Hmm? What do they mean? Hmm. I mean, I could try counting them. I can count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is total guess, though. Let's see, 13. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, you gotta get off my lap. I gotta think. Can't think with cat. Cat no think. Cat head empty. We got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 again. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think that makes a word. That doesn't make a word. Because it would be A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. It would be M and then... No, that can't be it. That can't be it. It's gotta be something else. But what? I might have to come back to this one. Alright, we got a table. We got the periodic table. Hmm. You got 072, 077, 086, 145, 23.3, 53.1, and 68.4. Hmm. I have to look up the periodic table of elements. 1 second. In fact, should I show you guys? Nah. When periodic. Like, can I download? You know what? Let me pull it up on the browser. I can like maybe download the image and bring it up or something. Yeah, good thing we have Google. Exactly. Periodic table of elements. Cause I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, Google has it. So let me see if I can switch over, show you. Yeah, so I got the periodic table of elements pulled up, as you can see. So we got 072. But what's 072? Is that coordinates or rows, columns? Or is that because like there's N for 7, E for 2, T for 2. Like I'm going to assume considering the was it? So with the 07, the 08, and the 14, and the 2358, I'm going to assume those are the atomic atoms or symbols. I have to go to lunch. All right, thanks for stopping by. So I don't know their meaning yet. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I have to find the symbols, and then the symbols are the order I put them in to make a word. So let's go at this one at a time. So 07 is N for nitrogen. And then we get nitrogen again. And then 8 is oxygen. So that's O. 14, that's Si for silicon. 23 is V for vanadium, whatever that is. 53, that's where's 53? Oh, 58. Where's 53? I for iodine. And then 68 is, where are you? 68, where are you? 68 is ER for Iberium. Okay, so I got that far. So if we were to rearrange it, it's like I have this all written down. So it would be I, N, V, ER, that's SI, O-N. Inversion. Inversion. The okay, the answer is inversion. But I gotta figure out what the left is. What's the left? Like, what is this? It can't be Morse. And they're not lined up to make numbers. I'm gonna have to open up Paint. There might be something going on with this. I'm gonna screenshot it. 1 second. And then we'll go back to full screen. So I got my Paint. And then let's make a few layers, because I gotta figure this out. Because I gotta see something, because I'm noticing they're all in, like, different spots. I'm trying to see if maybe there's, like, a pattern or something. So let's get you, like, over here. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. And let's, like, try and line these up correctly. Wait a minute. Am I lining this up right? Because if I'm lining this up correctly, this looks like something. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the macaroni and cheese. Paste. Wait a minute. I gotta make sure it's lined up correctly, because I think this is something. I might be onto something. Wait, shit, I pasted on the wrong layer. Get up here. And then let's fade it out, make sure it's lined up correctly. Yeah, see? Oh my god. Oh my god. I think that... Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, what if there's, like, a pattern or something? That was my plan, was to overlap them and see if there was, like, a pattern or something. No, it spells out a word. I mean, I think I figured out the word, but just for the hell of it, for funsies, we'll include the last image. And then decrease the opacity. Yep, there you go. We got it. It spells fate. So fate inversion. I got it. Okay. Don't save. Yeah, double cosmic welcome. Yeah, I already figured out it was fate. I just wanted to have it overlap just to make sure. Because I was like, there's gotta be like a pattern or something. I tried counting the squares. I tried to see if they were like rowed up, but they weren't like lining up. It's like, welcome back, Hectic. I figured out the password. It's fate inversion. Woo! Yeah, Double Murray, welcome. Woo! But yes, welcome those of you just coming in. How you doing? Because I am doing good. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're all having a good Saturday. Just in time for me to play whatever trippy-ass song this is. This chapter was pretty short, but considering how long the last chapter was, it all balances out. You good? Hiding away from the cold? Oh boy. The challenge bar's back. Alright, I gotta log... I gotta log in. You're in a cocoon of blankets. Nice. Ah. Oh god. But yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Lori. Hope you're doing good as well. Stay warm. Like, oh god, the songs and the story are intertwining with each other. Is that it? Is it ogre? Did I live? Woo! First try! Yay! A strike, a slash, and then silence. In the sky, a pistol flies up and disintegrates. That's how we do it when we lock in! Woo! Suki stood in front of me, having slashed her scythe just in time to knock Dawn's gun out of her hands. JJ. Forcing her to confront the truth like this isn't going to help her at all, you moron. Dawn once again caught off guard last, but in a clearly trembling voice. You dumbass. Saturday, I hope you've only realized that this woman is helping you because her mortal nemesis is threatening you. I stood behind Suki, too shocked at what had just happened to say much of anything, but I regained composure and clenched my fist. Yeah, you're right. I'm not scared to admit it. We're fragmented, incapable of acting unless it falls in line with our reason for existing. Suki looked up solemnly. Even still, I've got enough humanity in me to realize something. Pushing Saturday either which way isn't going to fix her. Suki? I'm sorry, Saturday, there's still so much you don't know. You don't realize how much you truly lie at the center of everything that's happened. I think I've been able to intuit that, even if just a bit. Suki turned back to look at Dawn. Come on, Dawn, there's no need for us to fight pointlessly like this. We can't become whole again unless all of us are in there. Dawn, clearly defeated, sighed. Suki offered a hand to help her stand up after she'd fallen down for the impact of Suki's attack. God damn it, you. She lifted her arm up and grabbed Suki's hand. Are hysterically stupid. What? In an instant, a large flash of light blinded everyone in the vicinity. Dawn stood herself up and laughed at all of us. Suki was flung backwards and landed next to me. You're hilarious, World Keeper. You think you have some one-up on me? Some advantage? Did you forget what we are? What the hell are you going on about? What did you do? We're two sides of the same coin, World Keeper. You think I can't predict exactly what you're going to try to do? Are you saying, no? You good, Dev. Yeah, everyone's so shiny. Well, Dawn and Suki are basically split parts of Saturday's consciousness, so of course they gotta be shiny because they're special. You synchronized yourself with Layer 1 to intervene, didn't you? No, how the hell did you? Dawn laughed. Her pistol materialized in her hands again. Guess what? You were the only one who's synchronized. I turned to look at Suki. I have to admit, I'm barely following what's going on, but are you saying that she has the same powers as you now? Suki grit her teeth. Regrettably, yes. I should have realized she'd see through it. Now, Worldkeeper, do you remember what we represent? God damn it! Say it! Explain to her! This time you're going to be the one to confess the truth! She pointed her gun at Suki. Suki, what is she talking about? God damn it, Liberator! Suki threw her sight to the ground. Dawn smiled and lowered her pistol. She and I are not whole beings. We're part of you. Specifically, the ideas of fight and flight brought to life. Huh? This entire time she's been guiding you to the truth, leading along a breadcrumb trail, and building your desire to find the truth no matter the cost. Strengthening the ideal she represents. Dawn laughed. And so you did! You followed the trail and found the truth. The truth that your sister has been dead for over a decade and the girl in front of you is just a sad, sad reflection of yourself. At the very end, she brought us both here under the guise of a plan she never intended to follow through. I exposed my identity before your very eyes, tipping any last favor you might have had for me right over. Exactly! 1,000 points to Team Worldkeeper. We're both synchronized to Layer 1 right now, but you're as good as helpless against me! I couldn't understand what was happening anymore, but I could gather this much. Giving in to my confusion and sorrows now is exactly what the antagonistic woman in front of me wanted. I held myself together. No, I'm sorry, but our little jamboree has to come to an end. You fucking bastard, don't lay a hand on them! Dumbass, it's far too late for prayers now. Dawn disappeared from the environment and rematerialized behind Allison, who had been too stunned to speak since Suki had first arrived. Oh no! She delivered a roundhouse kick, toppling Allison over and knocking her out. Allison! I rushed over to get her up and glared at Dawn. You piece of shit! Almost Enteros, welcome, how you doing? A lot of new faces today. All coherent thought had vanished. I rushed forward in a blinding rage. Dawn found this amusing and laughed. Time for payback! Dawn delivered a punch to my solar plexus. Oof. And I fell to the ground like a puppet with its strings cut. Damn you! There was nothing I could do, and my consciousness faded, leaving only the shattered being standing, and myself watching. Now then, Worldkeeper, we can do this the easy way, or the hard way. We'll only have a moment to act. Prepare yourself. Suki sighed. There was nothing she could do. Just about. Looks like you finally came to your senses. Dawn raised her pistol again and pointed at Suki's chest. Good night, Saturday. Now! Wait, what? Oh. A large blast of light fills the area once more. What? No! Dawn and Suki freeze in place. A new figure melts into the environment as the world turns gray once more. Oh, hey! Thank goodness. It's like a new challenger appears. I walked over to where the protagonist lay and she picked her up. The color returned to her, but she remained unconscious. I'm so sorry. I set Saturday down to the ground momentarily and then held my hand out. A fissure in the fabric of the narrative was created, and on the other side, a layer above. Wait, so when we were doing the rhythm parts of the game, were we actually playing a storyteller? I don't know what's happening. It's time for you to learn everything, Saturday. I picked her up once more and carried her through the crack in reality. I heard a voice from somewhere. In the area. Someone encouraged me to wake up. I think I'd like to wake up. This dream's horrible. I opened my eyes and saw an unfamiliar figure standing over me. Hey! Good to see you're finally up! I rubbed my forehead again. Oh, where is this? It's complicated. Don't rush yourself getting up. I mean, I know I just said you can't sleep forever, but like, you can. But you shouldn't. The figure in front of me bore a striking resemblance to myself, but she lacked color in almost every aspect of her figure. Yeah, she's all glowy. And shiny. Sparkles. Are you also another me? Like those two? In a sense, yes. But I'm not quite like them. For a name, I guess Storyteller works. Storyteller. Ah. My head clearing up a bit, I stood up. We appeared to be in some kind of bedroom. What is this place? This doesn't look like anywhere close to the graveyard. Between space, layer 1. Dawn's inner layer hideout. She isn't using it right now, so I repurposed it to give you a place to rest. Wait, what? Yeah, sorry, this is kind of hard to explain. I guess to make a long story short, you know that the world you've lived in is a simulated layer created by the Dawnbreaker, right? Yeah, trust me, I'm well aware. So as far as you're concerned, there's 2 layers involved in all of this, right? The real world you and your friends came from and the simulated world you've been living in. Yeah, more or less. So is this still the simulated world? Well, kind of. There are actually 4 layers at play here. Those who could travel between them, which, to be fair, is just me, Suki, and Dawn, refer to them as layers 0, 1, 2, and 3. What is this, Photoshop? Like, you gotta have your layers. I scratched my head. I think I remember Dawn saying something about layer 1 when she tricked Suki and knocked us all out. She did, yes. For all intents and purposes, when we talk about the simulated world the Dustbreaker creates, we're referring to layer 0. In layer 3 are the only actual layers. Oh boy. My head slightly hurt, but I generally understood what she was saying. So then, the simulated world is layer 0, and then the real world is layer 3, the one about 1 and 2. Good question. Right now we're on 1. I don't think I have to explain that 1 and 2 are between 0 and 3. So these 2 layers, even though they aren't actually world layers, are referred to as layers 1 and 2 for simplicity's sake. Wait, so we're in between world layers. Is that even possible? If it wasn't, we would be here right now, would it? That's why it's called the in-between space. I guess that's true. It was a lot to take in, but it was more digestible since I'd already known for some time now about the whole simulated world thing. In general terms, this place is a void of thoughts and memories. We call it between space since it's, well, the space in between worlds. That's the name! Between space, huh? I sat in silence, taking everything in for a little while. Storyteller sat in a chair that assumedly was usually used by Dawn. Those words. I'm sorry, there's still one thing I'm lost on. Why am I here? What happened to Allison, to Suki, or Dawn? Are you okay? Storyteller laughed lightly. Huh, what's so funny? Nothing. It's just caring about Dawn, even though she clearly tried to sabotage you. You really are different from how I was. How you were? It'll be easier to explain as we go along. Basically, the entire world of Layer 0 is frozen in time right now. Wait, but wouldn't Dawn and Suki still be able to move around? They're synchronized with Layer 1, I think Dawn said. Good observation. But we don't have to worry about that because you and I aren't synchronized with Layer 1. We're synchronized with Layer 2! Ah! Storyteller stood up. Ever since the Dustbreaker was first turned on, and we were all stuck down in this world, I've been watching and waiting for this opportunity. You weren't aware of this, but your life has looped many times now. Every time you get a different degree of close to the truth, every time something happens to reset the story and the memories of you and everyone else on Layer 0. Are you kidding? How long has it been? 8,266 cycles. But don't worry, I know what you're thinking. It's still around 2022 in Layer 3. How does that work? This is honestly, this is getting to be a bit much to comprehend. Need to be honest. Yeah, I don't blame you. Tell you what. Storyteller opened the door to what looked like a purple temple. Scattered across Layer 1 are various information logs which I had set up from previous step of the plan. When you're ready, go take a look at these. I read those already. They'll explain a fair bit. And when you're done, come talk to me in the south area of the Purple Temple. I'll tell you what we have to do. Okay, I think I could do that. Right, and seriously, there's no rush. Please don't push yourself. You'd only be strictly done if you do. Right. Storyteller left the room and I flopped my head back in the pillow on Don's bed. Everything felt so insane. What surprised me more than anything was how well I was holding myself together. I won't falter anymore. I don't know the full extent of what Don wanted to accomplish, but I knew it wasn't good, and if I had a chance at stopping it, no matter the cost, I would give it a shot. Oh, hey, I'm near now. It's me! Well, do I just leave? Like, hey, I think I'm ready. Are you holding up okay? I understand it could be a lot. I think I'm fine, honestly. I wish I learned most of these things through here instead of just being forced to confront them by Dawn. Yeah, because it's like, I already read the log, so yeah. Yeah, honestly, I wish I learned most of these through here instead of just being forced to confront them by Dawn. Yeah, Dawn isn't the most understanding or understanding at all, that she lacks actual humanity. Why does she? It seemed like Suki got back her humanity. Does Dawn not realize that she doesn't have to do all this? I think she does, but she doesn't care, or more accurately, she doesn't let herself care. Dawn represents unchecked, dangerous determination, right? So, if she let herself care, she would be throwing out all the effort she'd been putting into escapes in Cycle 1. That's really sad. Yeah, it is. I looked behind Storyteller. So what exactly are we doing here? This seems to be a dead end. Ah, right, so you've just explored Layer 1 of Between Space, right? Yes. I'm gonna open up a crack in the world to allow us to reach Layer 2. Suki and Dawn have never been able to reach it, and it's where I've spent all this time trapped. What's a Layer 2 that's important for us? The key to escaping the Dustbreaker once and for all. What? For real? It's been in there from the very start, but I'm not able to access it. At least 2 of the 4 shattered pieces of ourselves need to be there. I don't know why. I get it. Okay, then let's go. Alright, grab onto the ledge there. It's gonna shake a bit. I watched the Storyteller extend her hand like she was casting magic, and a fissure in the air appeared out of nowhere. The ground shook and then stopped shaking. In we go then. Oh boy, the layers. The layers. We emerged from the portal into darkness. Is it usually this dark in here? Yeah, sorry. I don't like having the lights on. Damn, you really are me. Storyteller laughed. So through that door up there is the Dustbreaker's core. It's where we need to go. Right. But it's locked behind 3 gate control switches, and neither of us are able to press them unless the other is present. The Dustbreaker is very, very strict about permissions. Of course it is. I bet it's gonna be even more puzzles too. Oh boy. Okay. Got it. Let's work together and get through then. Sounds like a plan to me. Where am I? I should probably save or something. I see there's a lock. What are you? Oh my god. Okay, that's a rift. That takes me back to the other area in case I want to still do stuff there. That's good to know. It's dark. Why is it so dark? I pushed a button. I found a card. Oh god, what is this? Well, I see numbers. I see arrows. Things seem broken up. AMDT. Or is it not D? AM. Or no. Is it reflection? No, because I had to reflect the thing. I don't know what the top numbers are for. I might want to convert that first, actually. It's like I just saw the image and my brain was like automatically like, what is that? But 18 is A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, R, A, B, C, D, E, F, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L. It's reflect. Reflect. It's literally a hint to the puzzle. Okay. Yeah, welcome back, Hector. Yeah, by all means, relax. So, it wouldn't be D, would it? Would it be B? So A M B I. The only reason why I say that is because of the way the A we had to make the A and the M. I think that's the same with that D and T. I think they're supposed to layer. So D I don't think that's supposed to be a C. I think that might be, well, if you stack them on top of each other, it would be E. And then if you stack that one on top of itself, it'll be X. Ambidextrous? Yay! I did it! What's inside? Another button! Yay! Wee, buttons. I don't know what the buttons are for. Oh yeah, where am I? Ah! B3, 7, 8, C9, E6, 6F, B7, F1, D8. What? What's this? I mean, I know red would be plus and blue would be minus. So... I mean, B plus 3 would be... C, D, E. But then how would you do C minus 9? 7. But then there's 7. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But then minus 8, so Z? This isn't feeling right. Because then how would we get... Well, no, it would be... It would be 15, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Oh... But then... Yeah, elemental B. Domo and Adams, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. This one's a little something. I get the feeling I'm doing this wrong. You doing good? That's good. Trying to solve this puzzle. Yeah, because that's the problem is... I got this, Red. Well, thank you. You're the first person today to not butcher your name. Wow, I must have been lucky. It's like I usually butcher people's names. Unless the letters mean something else. Because otherwise I'd be going backwards. Like, B, A, Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T. This isn't spelling a word. Oh, thank you for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. And domo, welcome. Domo Kid Deadly Kiwi, welcome. How you doing? Did you see the clip I posted on YouTube? It was from your clip. Something doesn't feel right here. Is there like a hint or something? I push this button. I can push this button. Is there a hint around here? Well, you haven't gotten your name wrong. Well, it's just hectic, so it works. Yeah, check when you got time. No rush. It's only like a 20-second YouTube short. No, there's no, like, hints around here. That's the problem. Let me look up different types of letter codes. Maybe... Maybe there's, like, different kinds of letter codes. Not Morse code. Not NATO. I don't think ASCII will work. Yeah, the A1Z26 is the most common one we've been using this entire time, and for some reason it's not working. Like, I'm literally Googling codes, different types of codes right now to try and see. It's like, they're changing it up on me. Wait. Hold on. There's hexadecimal. Hexadecimal is A through F. That would mean... Oh shit, it might be hexadecimal! Yeah, pitch kitty. You were Okami when you got that right. Okay, so you did change your username. You don't know how to find it? It's on my YouTube channel. It's a short. But no, I think it's hexadecimal. Because it would make sense. Because then B would be 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N? Yeah, N? 7 plus 8 is 15. So that's... O. You had to change it? Aw. Why'd you change it? Okay, so what C would be then, 12 minus 9, which is 3, so that's C. E is 14, so 14 plus 6 is 20, that's T. Oh, you got turbo. Okay, fair enough. 6 plus F. 6 plus F is 15, so that's 21. So you... Yeah, there you go. You found it. Car triangle. And then B plus 7. B is 11, so that's 18. That's R. F is 15 minus 1 because it's blue. So 14, that's N. And then D is 13. Minus 8 is 5, so Nocturne! That's the password. Okay, I got it. Woo! I'm here now. Wow. I found a button. Nothing good happens at a roadside. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let me back in! Why aren't you letting me back in? Let me in. Hello? It's good for you, apparently. Dad? What did Mom say? Are you okay? What? Dad, why are you crying? A hidden rod? What is that? Sis? Ah. It's like getting to relive your trauma of your dead sister. Fun. Now we can push the button and open the lock. Yeah, interesting siren. It's been haunting me in the background the whole fucking game. I can't believe that siren was foreshadowing now that I think about it. It was foreshadowing this entire fucking time. Ah, I'm just realizing that now. Alright, we got a pool? Can I go swimming? I am bringing my swimsuit. I found button. Started to think this game is French. Maybe. I don't know who made this game. Well, I mean, I didn't look into it, but if you go on Steam, you could download it for free. Oh boy, another maze. Fun. Oh boy, I love mazes! Mazes are so much fun. Let me go find this card. Ah! I see. So many letters. Oh my god. I see numbers. I see numbers. I see 110. I see... Like, I'm seeing a bunch of different words on here. I might have to come back to this one. Like, I'll come back to that when I can. How about this one? Oh, dice! Oh, there are a bunch of different colors. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna assume the divide is for each part. So, is this math? Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna assume the lines are dividers. And I don't know what yellow is. I know red is addition, I know blue is subtraction. I could try multiplying. It's either, it could be multiplication, it could be division, because they're numbers. So the only thing I can think of for numbers is either add, subtract, multiply, divide, something. 6 times 3 is 18, so I gotta write this down. We get... Yeah, +1. Red is plus, blue is minus. Red is plus, blue is minus. So 19. 19. Okay, so we get 19. And then 4 times 2, blue is blank, so I'm gonna assume that's a 0. That's 8. And then 5 times 2 is 10, minus 1, 9. 4 times 4, that's 16, minus 5 is 11. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Where am I? Here, okay. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 again is 20. 6 minus 3 minus 2, that makes 1. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19 again. And then 4 times 5 is 20. Minus 5 is 15. Okay, so we got 19, 8, 9, 11, 9, 21, 19, 19, 15. Yeah. So once again, we get S H I K I T A S. Oh. Okay, apparently that was the answer. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that other puzzle, so I'll just go save and we'll resume this little puzzle adventure next time. We'll save. Alrighty, well, thank you all so much for coming. Thanks again for all the follows and subs and all that. Whether you were here the whole time or just for part of it, I appreciate you. Let me go find somebody to raid now. I don't know. Next stream, I might be able to finish this, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how much is left. I don't know. I know nothing. Like, do I ever know anything? I don't know. Let's go see Spicy. Yeah, thanks for keeping the lure company while you were slacking. Yeah. Well, at least you showed up better. Better to show up late than not at all. That's what I always say. Whoops. I always spell her name wrong. I always forget the K. Okay, got it. Alright, good night, everyone. Rest well. Eat your vegetables. And, make sure to take care of yourself. And don't, develop split versions of yourself that fight with each other. That's just not nice. You treat yourself better. Floss between your toes. Yes, I have very small, delicate hands. Good night.